The 60-year-old is feeling unsure as she will be able to tackle her responsibilities on the Oregon property amid her feud with her husband Matt. On the latest episode of LPBW, Amy and her husband, Marek, are taking a stroll together when he brings up the upcoming pumpkin season. "We kind of need to talk to Matt about pumpkin season, whether we're gonna be a part of it," Chris says. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Amy responds, "Before I commit to that or figure that out, I gotta get my head around it." During a confessional, Amy explains, "Obviously the north side of the farm is up for sale, so I just need more info as to what does this year look like. What's changing? What's his game plan?" Matt previously put part of the family's farm up for sale for a whopping $4 million, creating a rift between him and his twin sons Jeremy and Zach, both 32. During the episode, Amy reveals she agreed to do a tour on the farm for Matt after he learned his father, Ronald, had died. "I said yes way too quick," Amy admits, before she adds in the confessional, "Ever since I moved off the farm, I feel disconnected. If Matt needs help with the tours, I'd be happy to help out." Chris later tells Amy, however, she isn't as set. She admits, "I'm not sure pumpkin season has lost its lure for me now." All this comes as there has been plenty of drama between Matt and his family, with his farm's decision causing tension between the family. Amy previously reflected on one of her and Matt's heated disputes, saying things got crazy while discussing the farm sale. She also revealed where she stands, saying she believed an agreement could have been worked out before the decision to sell was made. "Amy seems pretty upset about it because I put the farm up for sale. If Amy's upset about something, she lets me know about it," Matt later said in a confessional interview. Matt's son Zach has also made it clear he's not very happy, previously sharing, "The whole thing is just upsetting, so I don't care about it. I don't think about it because when I do think about it, it's upsetting how we got here." He added, "In my mind, my dad screwed the family, and he's playing victim. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for me to be around it. It's not healthy for my wife Tori, and it's not healthy for our kids. And that's why we separated from it pretty quickly. I would look at it like the farm is done." Amid the drama, Zach and his wife Tori have also found themselves feuding with his dad's girlfriend Karen Chandler, so much so she's planning to move away, the U.S. Sun exclusively revealed. Meanwhile, Zach's brother Jeremy has decided to deal with his own failed attempts to obtain his family's farm by getting his own with his wife, Audrey. Jeremy and Audrey's new property is just a bit over a 10-minute drive away from Matt's farm. On last season's finale, Amy once again put the heat on Matt and said, "I think you went crazy or something. I don't know the details of the negotiation with the two boys. For the price it is, the kids can't afford that." Matt responded, "The good news is, there are 93 acres for this family." "No, there are 93 acres for Matt Roloff. It's not part of the family anymore," Amy fired back. Amy Roloff, the beloved matriarch of the long-running TLC reality series Little People, Big World, has long been at the heart of the Roloff family's ups and downs. Through marriages, divorces, parenting challenges, personal triumphs, and the roller coaster ride of running a farm-turned-television attraction, Amy has worn many hats literally and figuratively. Now, after years of evolving family dynamics, property transitions, and emotional reckonings, Amy has opened up about her future role on the iconic Roloff farms, sparking renewed interest and speculation from fans of the show. With Roloff Farms remaining a central symbol of the family's legacy and contention, it's no surprise that Amy's reflections about her involvement have stirred strong reactions. Her recent comments offer a rare window into how she views her connection to the property, her relationship with husband Matt Roloff, and her place in the family's next chapter. Roloff Farms isn't just a sprawling 100-acre plot nestled in the Oregon countryside, it's the epicenter of decades of personal history, business ventures, and televised drama. Purchased in 1990 by Matt and Amy Roloff as a dream space to raise their children Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, the farm has seen joyful pumpkin seasons, weddings, tearful goodbyes, and strained negotiations. Fans of Little People, Big World have watched as the farm evolved from a family-run enterprise to a world-famous destination, particularly known for its annual pumpkin festival that draws thousands of visitors each fall. For Amy, the farm was more than just a property. It was her home, her workplace, and a symbol of everything she and Matt built there. But things changed drastically after Amy and Matt's divorce in 2016. The division of assets and discussions about the farm's future became a focal point of the show and a source of heartbreak for Amy. In 2019, she made the difficult decision to sell her share of the farm to Matt and move into a new home with her now husband, Marek. This departure marked a poignant turning point not only for Amy personally, but for the entire Roloff family. In a recent interview, Amy spoke candidly about her future on the farm and what role, if any, she envisions for herself moving forward. "I don't live there anymore, but it's still part of me," she admitted. "You can't spend nearly 3 decades of your life somewhere, raising your children and building memories, and just walk away from that emotionally." Amy revealed that despite selling her portion of the property, she still feels a spiritual and emotional connection to Roloff Farms. "The memories, the work, the love that went into that place, it doesn't just go away," she said. "Even though I'm not involved in the business side like I used to be, it's still very much a part of my life story." She went on to explain that while she doesn't have any current plans to rejoin the operational aspects of the farm, she's open to making occasional appearances, especially during special events like pumpkin season or family gatherings. "If the family wants me there, if the grandkids want to come visit the farm, I'll be there," she said. "It's not about ownership anymore, it's about connection." Amy's current stance on the farm cannot be separated from her complicated relationship with Matt Roloff. Though their marriage ended nearly a decade ago, the aftermath has continued to play out on reality TV and social media. Disagreements over the sale of the farm, Matt's new relationship with longtime girlfriend Karen Chandler, and the public fallout between Matt and his twin sons Zach and Jeremy have all added layers of tension. Amy has previously voiced her frustration with how the farm transition was handled, saying she felt pressured and misled during the negotiations. "I didn't always feel like I had the full picture," she once said in a LPBW confessional. "It was hard to let go when it didn't feel like it was entirely my choice." Despite lingering hurt, Amy has expressed a desire to keep the peace. "At the end of the day, we're still a family," she recently stated. "We've all made choices we thought were best at the time. I have to respect that and move on." Her openness to still being present on the farm in certain capacities speaks to her emotional growth and willingness to maintain a relationship with the broader Roloff family, even if that means navigating some discomfort along the way. Much of Amy's current peace and clarity seem to stem from her relationship with husband Marek. Married in 2021 at Roloff Farms, ironically enough, their union symbolized a fresh start for Amy, even as it tied her to the past. Chris has often been portrayed on the show as a calming and supportive presence, helping Amy find confidence and joy outside her previous role as wife and farm co-owner. When asked about how Chris feels about her continued connection to Roloff Farms, Amy said, "Chris knows how much it meant to me and still does. He's never tried to take that away. If anything, he encourages me to embrace what's important to me, even if it's complicated." Chris has even accompanied Amy to a few events on the farm, quietly showing that while they are forging a new life together, they are not erasing the old one. Amy's role as Grandma Amy has become increasingly important to her in recent years. With several grandchildren from Zach and Jeremy, Amy is more invested than ever in maintaining close ties with the family. The farm, with its wide open spaces, nostalgic charm, and family legacy, provides a unique backdrop for those connections. "My grandkids love the farm," Amy beamed in a recent social media update. "It's where their dads grew up. It's where pumpkins, forts, and fairy tales live. If I can be a part of that magic for them, I will." Amy has hinted that she'd love to see the grandkids spend more time at the farm and would happily join them for playdates, holiday events, or even storytelling in the famous Roloff barn. "I may not own it anymore, but my heart will always be in that soil," she said. Fans of little people, Big World have long had strong opinions about the family dynamics, particularly surrounding Roloff farms. Amy's recent comments drew mixed reactions. Some praised her maturity and willingness to maintain a connection, while others questioned why she'd want to remain involved after what many see as a painful and unfair transition. Amy deserves better, one fan wrote on social media. She gave her life to that farm and then was pushed out. Others took a more understanding view. She's showing grace. It's not about property, it's about legacy. Online forums and fan pages lit up with speculation about whether Amy's statements mean she'll appear more frequently on the farm in future seasons or whether her involvement will remain casual and symbolic. Either way, the audience is clearly invested in Amy's journey and rooting for her continued happiness. As for Matt Roloff, he has been largely focused on maintaining and monetizing the farm in recent years. Despite attempts to sell part of the property, including a controversial $4 million listing that eventually failed, Matt has retained ownership and continued developing new projects, including short-term rental properties on the land. While Matt hasn't publicly responded to Amy's latest comments, he has previously stated that he respects her role in the farm's history. "Amy and I built something amazing," he once said. "No matter where we go from here, that's something we'll always share." Whether that acknowledgement will translate into a more inclusive role for Amy in the farm's future is yet to be seen. As Little People, Big World continues to evolve. If it returns for another season, Amy's role remains one of the most compelling. She has stepped out of the shadows of her former life and into a new era defined by self-awareness, love, and her reflections on the farm serve as a poignant reminder that sometimes letting go doesn't mean disappearing, it means finding a new way to hold on. Amy has teased new personal projects, including cookbooks, motivational speaking, and even a podcast. But through it all, her connection to the farm remains. "I may not be running the farm anymore," she recently posted on Instagram, "but it will always be a part of me. And if the future brings me back to those fields and barns in a meaningful way, I'll embrace it with open arms." Amy Roloff's emotional connection to Roloff Farms is not something that can be measured in acres or ownership percentages. It's rooted in decades of memories, personal sacrifices, and unwavering love for her family. Her willingness to continue showing up on her terms signals a future filled with grace and grounding. Whether she's picking pumpkins with grandkids, joining Chris for a stroll down memory lane, or simply sharing a quiet moment beneath the farm's famous trees, Amy Roloff has made it clear she may have left the farm physically, but the farm will never leave her heart. As the Roloff family navigates the shifting terrain of fame, legacy, and familial bonds, Amy remains a powerful reminder that sometimes the most enduring roles are the ones we choose to keep even after the final credits roll.